scat man. I'm a scat
Yo! Yo!
By Jove, we are going to own this thing for sure!
Do what you're gonna do.
You know, I am not even genuinely surprised of how bad this movie was. I mean, the story, it was just completely written like bull crap. It was dog crap. I mean, why are we even surprised about how bad this movie was?
Jeez, Bada Blue. You've got some hardcore fans out there. See, people still support Bada Blue. He's still a pretty good channel. He's standing pretty strong in the Godzilla community.
Listen, people, if you didn't know what you were getting into when watching Pacific Rim Uprising, then why even pay for your admission ticket in the first place? You knew what this movie was going to be. The movie knew itself what it was going to be. A couple of years ago, they were like, oh, thanks for the putrid black sky with rain all over the screen. And now 3 years later, they're like, where's the day fights?
You look good.
Good. I hope they focus on building a good story and characters for the film instead of just throwing fast-moving pieces of jagged metal on the screen like.
Oh, there was a massive plummeting quality since the original. What?
It's okay now, Michael. We did it.
I can finish this alone.
I thought it was like Hunter.
The pinnacle of human invention.
Oh really? I thought the atomic bomb
When the
was.
monks
If you came to watch this movie for a perfectly cohesive storyline with the best written characters of all time on screen, then you're watching the wrong movie, because I'm sorry to cut you off, this movie succeeds what it exactly needs to be, and that is just pure fun and mindless action. If you really expected something else than what you previously expected from watching this kind of trailer, then what kind of movie were you expecting? This is movie theater entertainment, not an art film.
Everyone, shut up! Today.
Now, this movie is nowhere being a fantastic movie by any chance.
And we are us lost defense.
I think you should definitely go watch this film, because right now, the biggest film genre is action and adventure, according to most moviegoers. I mean, come on, Jumanji, the whatever jungle thing, made at least almost $900 million. I mean, how does that not be a better example of why those kinds of genres dominate the film market right now? I mean, last night I had one of the most fun times watching a movie in theaters, probably since Dunkirk or Kong Skull Island. Now on to the actual movie. I mean, the meat in this movie is definitely in the fights. I mean, my god! The building destruction physics looks great. I mean, when a kaiju throws a Jaeger in a building, it looks too good. Too good, in fact, that I thought this final fight was better than the last ones underwater. Because this time, it takes place in the heart of Tokyo, Japan. Now, for the CGI special effects, I thought they really held up well. Might have not have held up well for a movie that came out 5 years ago, but that might be because it's set in the daytime. It's funny because people complain about the last time CGI being in the nighttime, so they kind of hit it well. I think in this one it's really exposed, so you can kind of see some of the defects in the CGI, but I think it still works well when you're watching a movie in its action. Yeah, for this kind of movie, I don't think watching the trailers is a good idea. I mean, geez, they spoiled the entire final fight in the IMAX trailer for this movie. The trailers did not and will not help out this movie's success because the marketing team was absolute garbage for this movie. Except for this nice poster, though. Sadly, because of those kinds of trailers, that will affect this movie's success, because when you show that much in the movie, because a lot of that actually happens, no more than that, you're just gonna hurt your own box office ratings. But aside from that, forget the trailers exist and just realize that I watched this movie without watching any trailers, and I still thought it was a fantastic movie because it reaches out with its kaiju hands to your inner childhood. This isn't Godzilla 2014 with its dark tone. This isn't Shin Godzilla. What is that still? Yeah, I'm just gonna forget Monster Planet exists right now. John Boyega's character had a really nice touch because his character arc was from being this party douchey kind of guy to having some of his father's qualities later in the film, because before he was shunning some of the things his father tried to make him be, and he became those things in the end, being a heroic savior with Gypsy Avenger, which I really thought was nice. I thought Amara's character with the scrapper robot was like the only non-annoying kid in this movie. So those were really the only two lead roles that I thought really stood out to me and did a pretty nice performance. So on to the negative aspects I have with the film. Yeah, there are some second-degree flaws in this movie, and many of them have to do with the plot element. Charlie Day, what the hell did they do to your character?
You! Shush! You! Shut up!
It was just bad. Just bad. Like, the motives they brought upon him? I want to destroy the world because the people think I'm nerdy? Not only was his character ran over, but the kids. I was honestly getting some Transformer vibe kids when I was watching them on screen. Okay! And then the Amara girl starts fighting this creepy blonde chick like the fight from the last movie.
Okay, come on! You want a piece of me?
So another issue I had with the film is that many plot elements weren't even explained. I mean, I liked the new direction with the plot, with the Rogue Jaeger, Obsidian Fury, and then they showed the brain was inside of him controlling him, but then that was that. They didn't even explain later how that happened. If Charlie Day put those brains in there to malfunction the robots, then how did he get that across in the first place into a highly protected building? See, it's just those kinds of things that bring the movie down. You know, one thing the trailers lied to us about in this movie is John Boyega calling himself hot. 4 times did I see that in this movie. See, now that's another problem with the movie. The comedy. It is not funny. We need more comedy situational. Aside from the failed humor, consistency, and plot holes, I thought the movie was pretty solid because here's my perspective. I think we all need to realize the fact that Hollywood is attempting to bring Japanese pop culture into American audiences. We should recognize that. I mean, just put it like this. Even with the flaws this movie has, would you rather have absolutely no monster movies or tokusatsu movies brought Americanized by Hollywood into America? Or would you rather have absolutely no monster movies and it's all kept in Japan? I think it's time we should start supporting more of these movies that are coming out in America, because then film studios will realize, oh, people don't want to watch these and we can't have better kaiju movies than the ones we have now. We can keep improving on it, but if we don't care about it, then they will just plummet to the ground right now and we'll never get them again in America. And that's a big reason why I congratulate Pacific Rim Uprising for trying to make that attempt. I mean, this movie just reminded me of the classic Godzilla movies like Godzilla against Mechagodzilla or Godzilla Tokyo SOS, those kinds of movies. I got that feeling again when watching this movie, and that's what I really enjoyed about it. Of course, even if this movie doesn't have the Guillermo del Toro magic, I think it still holds up really well. I mean, there's no doubt that this movie isn't as good as the original Pacific Rim, but even when it's 3D, I thought it was really enjoyable to watch. So that's my psycho review of Pacific Rim Uprising. I thought this movie was pretty solid. I think it's better than Shin Godzilla and Godzilla Monster Planet combined. No joke, no meme. But my final rating for Pacific Rim Uprising is a 7 out of 10. The movie kept me riveted waiting for that final fight, and dang was it satisfying. It was really good. Go watch this movie. Don't wait till it comes out on Blu-ray. And trust me, I understand some of the criticisms people have for this movie, but it really isn't that bad as people make it out to be. So I really recommend you guys to check this movie out. out if you're a big Tokusatsu fan, especially since it takes place in Japan by the final battle. So that's that. That's my review. I might do one for Rampage. I'm not sure yet. Also, I'm going to make a big short battle of this. Yeah, that video is going to be pretty crazy, so check it out when it's out. See you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe or like this video if you enjoyed it. This is Kaijuzilla621 signing out.